Hi guys, Tanner here with another video. So if you're like me when you started out with Vanlife, or you're building a camper or maybe an RV, you might be looking for some cheaper battery solutions. Primarily in this video I'm going to be talking about lead acid batteries. So that includes flooded batteries, AGM, and gel batteries is the third. So with flooded batteries, the advantage of this is that it's the cheapest of all of the lead acid batteries. However, it does require upkeep. You'll actually have to replace distilled water that is actually in the batteries. It also requires equalization once a month, meaning that the actual charge voltage has to be applied for, I believe, around 120 minutes. I think it depends on the charge controller. But this is actually to rid the battery of sulfation. This battery also emits gases in the environment, so you're going to need some sort of ventilation system for these batteries. Not to mention the fact that it is flooded means that it will have to be stored upright, because if you store it on the side, the acid is actually going to leak out of the battery on your floor, and it's just going to be a mess. So don't get flooded lead acid batteries, in my opinion at least. Alright guys, so the second battery option is called the absorbed glass mat battery, or AGM for short. And the pros to this one are substantial compared to the flooded lead acid batteries. And that is because these batteries require no maintenance. They're also sealed, so you won't have to pour distilled water like you would in flooded lead acid batteries. Not to mention they can also be mounted in any position. So if you wanted to mount them on the side, for instance, that's possible. They can also tolerate higher current applications. So if you're running, for instance, like an inverter that requires a ridiculous amount of current, because you're converting from, say, a 24 volt system to 120 volts AC, you're going to need a lot of current that's going to be pulled directly from the battery. AGM batteries are also they're resistant to vibration. So if your vehicle is going to be moving a lot, like if you're going to go off-roading, for instance. The cons to this, though, are that it's more expensive than flooded batteries. It can discharge up to 50%. Without significantly impairing the number of cycles of the battery. The batteries that I have are from a company named Universal Power Group, UPG for short. They've been in business for around 50 years. The model number for the batteries was UPG 121000. And the only reason why I remember that was because I was searching everywhere for these batteries, and I managed to find them on eBay for relatively cheap. And I have 3 100 amp hour batteries. I've done a lot of research on them. I've went on YouTube and looked at other reviews, and people have mentioned that these batteries have lasted for a couple of years, like up to 10 years if you take care of them like I do. I don't like to discharge them below I'd say around 80% to be conservative. The less you discharge your batteries, the longer they're going to last. I'd highly recommend go check those batteries out. I'll have the links in the description. So the last lead acid battery option that you have are gel batteries. And the pros to this are that they can discharge deeply, and that means up to around 80 to 90% versus AGM batteries, which can discharge up to around 50%. They also require no maintenance. And they are resistant to hotter temperatures. So if you're out in the desert, for instance, and you need like incredibly high temperature resistance, then that would be a good option. They're more expensive than flooded lead acid batteries and AGM, and they're also not intended for higher amp applications. Hopefully these 3 battery options help you guys out today. I do plan on uploading some more videos, maybe on my Wii. I know I posted this in my other video, but maybe on my TV, in my Wii, or on the wiring that I have behind me. I'd be glad to post some videos for you guys, and yeah, stay tuned for those.